Hey everybody, MattRuc here, and welcome back to another Pixelmon video. Today I am bringing you more of a news and update to the Pixelmon mod itself, and there's a lot to discuss, so let's just jump right into it. But first things first, I know a lot of you have been waiting very patiently, I might add, for the Eevee and the Eeveelutions to be modeled or remodeled so they actually look up to date. And finally, we have this teaser. I'm at the Pixelmon mod, or at Pixelmon mod. At Pixelmon mod on Twitter, and we have this teaser essentially of the new Eevee model, and it looks really freaking nice, guys. I cannot wait to finally get this in the game. I know I've been kind of like you. I don't like seeing the blocky models anymore. Obviously, there's like 650, 700 Pokemon, and this mod was started years ago. I think over 5 years ago. So you're not going to have all these perfect models because they've been modeling Pokemon for over 5 years. They have to go back and slowly get into remodeling all the models and fixing the animations of all the Pokemon that they've already released. So it's going to take time, but I think this teaser looks fantastic. Hopefully they get to all the Eeveelutions as well right away, because if this is an indicator of what they're going to look like, it's going to be incredible. I cannot wait to see all of them. Now, if you're like me, you've been kind of upset probably with the updates that we've been getting for the Pixelmon mod itself. I know, especially this last one, 5.1.2, we've only got 4 new Pokemon, and none of them were even the mythical or legendary Pokemon. But finally, we got this huge newsletter from the Pixelmon team discussing what all the head admins are working on for the game, and I want to go through this newsletter for you guys, try to cover all the top points or the interesting and important bits of it, because it's actually pretty long. I will leave a link. Well, actually, I won't even leave a link to it. Just go to pixelmonmod.com if you want to read through all of it. There's some definitely interesting stuff, but like I said, I will try to cover it, the important parts, in this video for you. So the first section of the newsletter is by Ras and then MattRuc. Sorry about those names if either of you actually watch my videos. But this little section up here is discussing town structure in the Pixelmon mod, and it's essentially asking for help in critiquing or designing new Pixelmon structures that will spawn in the game for future updates. And it does discuss that you can submit ideas on the Discord server, so make sure you go check that out. They also make a point to mention that the feature forum for the Pixelmon mod, they have been working on ideas that people submit. So if you have a creative or interesting idea that you'd like to see implemented into Pixelmon, you might want to go ahead and check out that forum, because they might end up implementing your idea into the game. The next section is this Pixelmon battle development by somebody, and he's just discussing how he's got tiers that he wants to implement into the game. That's gonna make it so it's just more restrictions essentially that you can implement into battles to kind of suit what you're looking for in certain tournaments perhaps. He also discusses adding PP ups to the game, so your Pokemon will have the ability to increase the number of times that they can use each of their skills. And he also hints at having a larger project to work on, but he doesn't give any idea as to what that is. But it's just something minor. I know the battle rules probably won't affect me at least too much, but at least the PP up is definitely something I could use, especially with those more powerful moves that only have 5 uses before they're all used up. Now the next thing in the newsletter is actually 2 models of the upcoming legendaries that I'm hoping they'll release soon. I think these would have to probably be just screenshots of them, but hey, they look pretty sweet. I can't wait to see them in the game. And the next big section of the newsletter is actually the side mod development by Hiroku, and it just kind of lists the side mods that they currently have, which is Daycare, Pixel Upgrade, Pixel Money, another gym plugin. They also have tournament plugins and Wonder Trade that they're working on. And he said that the list is only going to grow. If you want to take a look at that, feel free to do so. I'm not exactly sure what exactly these plugins do for the server that I play on. I don't think they really have anything to do with it, honestly. But I have seen the Pixelmon trading card game advertised on their website, and I kind of want to take a look at that. If any of you have actually played the trading card game for Pixelmon, let me know in the comments below, because I might want to check that out and start making some videos on it. So the next section of the newsletter is voice actors, and Damien is discussing this section. So what he says is Generation 4 Pokemon are about 100% completed. Generation 5 is approximately 2/3 of the way there. And then they're also dabbling with like Generation 6 because they are working on models for that. But I'll get into that in the next section. If you guys do want to help with the Pixelmon mod voice acting, he does give a link to how you can apply to be a voice actor. And the minimum requirements for them is, to be a good voice actor for them, is no background noise and a good vocal range. So, and then he gives a link to apply. So honestly, I don't think this headset would be good enough for me to apply, but if I ended up, if somebody wanted to get me a good mic, I would be more than happy to try to do some voice acting for him, because I think that'd be really sweet. The next section is modeling, and this is the man himself, Xander. And what he discusses is just saying like, hey, we got Generation 4 100% modeled now. They're going to take a little break from making new animations, or new models, I should say, and they're actually going back to remodel, models that are outdated, old, and people are complaining about, like that Eevee that I showed you at the beginning of the video. He does mention that they are working on Generation 6 models, though, because they only have 9 Pokemon currently for Generation 6, so that gives me hope on some pretty sweet Pokemon that are coming around. He also mentions that he's recruited a few new animators and modelers, and a couple of old modelers have come back to help out. So he's saying that the production rate for the models and animations has really increased, so I'm hoping that we can get some new trailers soon. I know he actually mentions it in this section, I think, about new trailers coming pretty soon. Oh yeah, lots of new trailers coming soon, so I'm excited about those. So next up, we do have a couple of new models from those legendaries. Again, I can't wait to get my hands on them, but the next section is actually music by Z Count, and what he's saying is that he's working on music for specific biomes in the game, and he doesn't set himself a time limit because he doesn't want the music to be repetitive. If you're playing the mod and you spend a lot of time in the plains, for instance, he doesn't want the music to get annoying for the players, which makes sense to me. But I know I've got a lot of the music that they currently have in the mod favorited on YouTube, and it's fantastic. You guys should definitely go and check out the actual YouTube or Pixelmon mod YouTube music guy, because the songs are fantastic. I think there's like 17 songs out or something right now, so make sure you go ahead and check those out. The next section is development by Mr. M himself, and what he's saying is that he has finally moved the Pixelmon mod to 1.11. I believe that's just for testing, but the next thing that he wants to get into is actually working on how the AI works in the game. So the actual Pokemon in the game, he wants them to interact with the landscape differently, and also he's discussing flying animations and swimming animations, which I think could be pretty sweet. I know some of the animations are like, they're kind of like, it's probably from the years ago, which makes sense as to why they look that way. But he also says he wants to get the Pokemon to start eating grass and berries and apricorns, and I can't wait. This is to me is turning from a mod, like an actual mod of Minecraft, to potentially its own game. Like, it could be its standalone game, and it would be fantastic, honestly. So the next section is Pixelmon Launcher by High, and what he's saying is he's been busy with his wedding, which makes sense. It's a big time of your life, but he's back to developing the launcher and improving it. And he also discusses that he's done an investigation on Mac and Linux, so he's going to work on a launcher that works with those as well, which is, it's going to bring more people hopefully to the mod. The next section is Miscellaneous by Icy, and this is actually discussing more of the back-end changes and how things work for the mod itself. The first paragraph discusses how they moved all of their communications over to Discord, and they actually partnered with Discord. And they have over 10,000 users on Discord now, with all the players and everything. And they're just kind of discussing how much easier it is to communicate and discuss potential changes for the game. The final paragraph of the miscellaneous section is actually discussing the Pixelmon trading card game and how they're still trying to improve it, and there's some mechanics that they want to add. Again, this is a mod that if any of you have used, shoot me a message on Discord, because I would be curious as to how I get this, because I want to check this out and maybe make some videos on it. Mr. M finishes this newsletter up by giving a shout out to Nodecraft for thanking them for allowing them to give us a launcher to essentially spread the mod to as many people as possible. I know a lot of people play this game. I think in that 5-year anniversary update video, over 500,000 people, was it, or something? It was something like that. Just something incredible. And I know personally, I love playing with lots of people. So the more we get the word out there about this mod, the more people will hopefully get to join us. And I think it improves the mod itself. Mr. M also wants you guys to know that there are plenty of ways to get involved and help out this mod if you want to, like voice acting or modeling, if you have those capabilities. If you're not capable of actually helping with the mod, be sure to follow them on all the social media websites that they actually utilize, because the more people that follow them and share what they post, the more likely we are to get more people to join the server and the mod itself. And hopefully, with more people, it'll bring more ideas and make the mod that much better. So anyways, guys, I know this was just an update video. Oh, for the people that play on my server, 5.1.2 has been downloaded, so you can download it and move it to your mod folder, and then you can join the server again with the 4 new Pokemon. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this update video. I'm so glad that they finally released some information with where the mod itself is going and all the updates that everybody has been working on. I know it's probably been a little bit upsetting for some of you, and even for me, honestly, because we've been getting these updates for the mod, but not too much content has been coming out with them. But anyways, with this update, I'm glad I have a little bit of insight as to what everybody is working on. I might even take a look to see if I can try to help out with the voice acting if possible. I think that'd be pretty sweet. But anyways, guys, I hope you have a great day. It's Wednesday. We're almost to the weekend. And I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.